Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to be learning how to sew and cut a Peter Pan collar. Mine is a big on the bigger side, so you can do the same for a big one and a small one. So what I've done is that I've joined the shoulder of the facing and the shoulder of the main blouse itself because I'm sewing this collar on a blouse. It's not a dress, it's a blouse. So this is the blouse itself. I've joined the collar, the shoulder of both shoulder of the blouse. So what I'm doing now is that I've centralized the front of the dress, the middle part, so that it can guide me on how to cut my collar. So I just notch the middle of the front part of the dress so that it can guide me on when I'm placing my collar on on my top. So what I'm doing here is that I'm folding the fabric I'm using for the collar. So I'm folding it into four parts because we have two collar. The reason for the four folding is that I'm going to have four collars after folding into four so that I can turn the collar so that I can turn both colors. So I just place the blouse on the fabric. As you can see, there are four pieces. So I just place my top on the fabric itself so that I can trace my I can trace my collar on the fabric. So that's what I'm doing now. Please take note because it has zip at the back. You want to remove the zip allowance when you are cutting because you don't want to cut the whole collar. You don't want to use the neck to cut the whole collar because it has zip allowance. Because if you cut everything like that, you will not have allowance to place your zip. I hope we all understand what I'm trying to explain. So I've traced out my collar with my blouse neck. So I'm just trying to shapen my collar to the desired shape that I want for my Peter Pan collar. So that is the front part of it. I just use my curve ruler to shapen and I'm using my tape as well to mark how big I want my collar. Like I said before, you can make yours small, but mine is on the bigger side. So I'm just trying to like shapen the back parts of my collar. You can make yours straight, you can make yours curve the way the front part is, but mine I just slanted it. So you can just give it the same measurement. You can mark it round. You can use, maybe if it's 4 inch you want to use, you can mark it 4 inch round. You can also start from 4 inch round, then maybe when you get to the back you can reduce it to 3.5 or 2.5, depending on what you like as an individual, or maybe your clients will request for. So this is the collar. I'm just placing it on my top to see if it's perfect to continue with the next phase of my work. So what I'm going to do next, I just, okay, you can see now, you can see that okay, sorry, uh I'm just going to place my, this is a cloth stain. I don't use paper stain for this part of it because it will be too strong. So it's advisable for you to use a paper stain on your fabric, on your neck. So I just this is the front part of the collar. You can put cloth stain on both the back and the front. But what I do most time is that I just iron cloth stain on just the front part of my collar, which I'm doing now. So I'm just cutting the excess of the cloth stain from my collar. So that is what I'm doing now. I'm just pressing it properly so that the paper stain will be glued to the fabric. So this is the other part of the fabric that I'm going to use to turn the front part of the collar. I'm just placing it on it. I hope we all understand what I'm trying to explain. Please, if you don't understand anything, you can leave a comment. You can leave a comment on what you don't understand, and I will do it to write you to explain. So what I'm doing, I'm just joining both the back and the front together. So this is the front side. This is the bottom side, sorry. You can see the edge. I did not sew the edge. This side, the edge that is opened, I didn't sew that. I'm just sewing the edge round. So I'm done. I'm just going to notch the edge so that I can top stitch, so that I will have the edge of my sewing will be properly relaxed. So I'm just notching it round. After I'm done notching, I'm going to top stitch on the back of the collar itself, not on the front, that or not on the front side that has the cloth stain. You want to top stitch on the back side of your collar. That was what I did, and you should do that as well. So I'm done. So this is the side of the collar. I'm just going to close it up. I shift, sorry, shifted it to the back, then I sew. So I'm done with sewing it. So I'm just trying to press it properly to have a seamless finish on both collars. So I'm just cutting the excess from the front of the collar. So I'm placing the collar on the front side that I notch the center part of the dress. So this is it. Is I place the collar at the center of my dress. So this is my facing. So I'm just going to go ahead and place it properly and sew with my sewing machine. You just want to be really, really careful while doing this. You want it to be on the center of the front part of your fabric. So you have to be very careful while doing this. So from the mid part, I'm just going to sew straight down to the end of my zip allowance. So make sure that each shoulder, the facing of the shoulder of the facing and the shoulder of the dress itself or blouse itself, they are both meeting. Yeah, as you can see from the video. So I'm just going to sew. You can see that my collar is not getting to my zip, to the end of my blouse, because it has zip, like I explained before. So when you are cutting, you need to be mindful of the allowances you are using. You need to calculate properly so that you won't make an error. So I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side of the collar. Each shoulder meeting themselves. So I'm just going to sew straight down. So after I'm done, I'm going to notch the neck as well. Notching is very, very important so that your neck can relax. Anything that you sew together is advisable for you to notch, which I'm doing. So I'm just going to stop stitch to the wrong side of my neck, to the back of my neck. Guys, please do well to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Please, let's grow this channel. I noticed that I know we're all getting content from this. So it's just a click. Just click, subscribe, share, like, comment. Anything you don't understand, you can just comment, and I'm at your service. I'll do it to respond to every one of your comments. So subscribe to this channel, like, share to your friends that you think that it will be of great benefit to. So just do that for me. So I've gotten to we're almost done with the video. So this is the blouse, this is the collar, sorry. So we are done with the collar. So I'm just going to iron it, and voila. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye.